What is going on, Panthers Nation? Carolina Dad here, your host of the Two Growls, One Roar podcast. If you are here, hit that subscribe button as we push for 1,000. We're going to talk about the NFC South win totals. This is ahead of the schedule release that is likely to come Thursday, Friday of this week. As I record this episode on Cinco de Mayo, May 5th, we're going to go out. We're going to look at sharp football in the 2024 NFL strength of schedule, the easiest schedule in the NFL this season, the Atlanta Falcons. Number one easiest schedule. Los Angeles Chargers, and I know we're talking NFC South, but I've got it here. Why not? Chargers second, Bears third, New York Jets fourth, Saints fifth, Bengals sixth, Colts seventh, Dolphins 8, Eagles 9th, Panthers 10th, Tampa Bay Buccaneers 8.5. So out of the group, the top 11 right there who have the easiest schedule, Panthers by far at the bottom with 4.5 wins is the current line. Implied line says 4.75, but 4.5 wins. You can place the bet if you think they're going to go over, under. All the odds are there. But looking at this, I mean, Atlanta, 9.5. New Orleans Saints, 7.5. And Tampa Bay, 8.5. So just based off of what they're saying here, Falcons would be the favorite, followed by the Bucks, then the Saints, then Carolina. I've heard some people recently flip between Carolina and New Orleans. I don't know, what the late push is, but most power rankings, most everything has us at the bottom of all bottoms right now, which is totally fine. Like we can be at the bottom of all bottoms for all I care, as long as we start to go up and show improvement. But what do you think about these win totals? I do think Atlanta should be the favorite, like on paper, but until Atlanta proves it, I think it's the Bucks division to lose right now. I know they're going to have a new offense, new offensive coordinator. Things are going to be different than this past year. But they still got some really good players on that team on the offensive side of the ball. If Baker Mayfield can continue his progression, I would expect them to be pretty competitive. I'm trying not to be a homer here too. I do like Atlanta's roster. If Atlanta's roster is half as good as they are on paper, yeah, I think they can get to that 10, 11, 12 win range and make a deep playoff push, possibly. But hey, that depends on Kirk Cousins, Michael Penix, what's going to shape up there. So do like Atlanta and Tampa there. New Orleans, what the heck are they going to do with Derek Carr? I guess you're going to throw in Spencer Rattler there. What are your thoughts on the division with New Orleans? And I have not gotten into any of these schedules yet. I know I've got a Beer and BS Media podcast, Saints podcast that I will check in with and say, hey guys, tell me about the Saints. What have the Saints done this offseason? Should we be worried? Are they going to make a push? Saints are always competitive, at least against the Carolina Panthers. So, yeah. And Panthers shaking out there at 4.5 now. Thing I like about where we are today, being at the bottom, can only go up. The other thing, though, about schedules and these predictions, over-unders, win totals, four of the teams, follow me, you know this stat, four of the teams that were projected to be at the bottom of four out of whatever it was, the bottom of the league, worst win totals from last year, end up making the playoffs. So the writing's on the wall. The path forward is there, at least with Carolina Panthers. And I'm not saying they're going to win the division, but I'd love to see some competitive football here. Have us playing in some meaningful games in December, not packing it up, getting ready to go to the house. Know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? Anyways, folks, this is Carolina Dad. If you are still here, hit that subscribe button, like, share. Appreciate it. Y'all have a good one.